our video on the Masters of Public Health today. My name is Rashida Thornton, and I work with the Graduate Admissions Department here at BayPath University. Today, we will be talking about our master's program for public health, and I do have a wonderful program director with us today. Her name is Julie Watson, Dr. Julie Watson. She will be talking about the program and all that you would acquire by doing our program here at BayPath University. So, without any further ado, I will be transferring this over to her and I'll come back in as she needs me. So, before we actually get to her, I'm going to talk about BayPath as far as why do students like coming to BayPath. BayPath is an awesome university. One, we have online classes for our undergrad and graduate courses. The classes are asynchronous and hybrid in some cases for some of the programs that you go into. We have locations in Longmeadow, East Longmeadow, and online. When it comes to our Longmeadow campus, that is still the traditional setting. So we do have female oriented only. And when you go to the East Longmeadow, that's co ed, as well as our online undergrad and graduate program are co ed as well. When it comes to our student body, we have close to I think 5,000 students that are currently attending. So we are growing as a university, and the students are loving BayPath. When it comes to our alumni, whether it's in country or out of country, we have over 17,000 students that have attended and opened doors for our future students coming into the program. So we speak a lot about the good things that our students do, but they also open doors for paying it forward for our students coming into the program. When it comes to accreditation, if you're looking to go for your doctoral degree after we are accredited through the New England New England Commissions of Higher Education. So you'll be able to possibly transfer maybe one or two classes into something if you're looking to do that on the upside of doing stuff. When it comes to our students, we give a lot of flexibility to our students and support, whether it's working with faculty and staff. You will have that flexibility whether you had an IEP when you were in school or if you just need support in building your career portfolio. We definitely work with you, whether it's your professor or faculty, well, professor or staff. We have someone that can always work with you, no matter if you're virtual or on campus. When it comes to engagement, your professors are practitioners, so they are bringing the here and now to you. You are engaged, you get diversity when it comes to you getting creative ways to come up with different things in the program, as well as creative learning ways to learn different things about the industry that you're going into. So you'll definitely love that. And then you get to apply the knowledge immediately. So let's say you're doing a mock walkthrough of something, you still can apply that to the industry you're going into, no matter what position you're in at that time. So, Dr. Watson will be going into this today, and we're going to get started with her going over her program. Welcome to the team. Let's get talking here.
Thanks so much, Rashida. It's always a pleasure to get to talk to talk to you about the MPH program. Our MPH is a 42 credit, fully online program that can be completed in 7 semesters. There are opportunities for students to accelerate and complete the program faster, though most students do the 7 semester option. It is designed specifically for working professionals with a format that allows students to balance graduate study with their existing responsibilities. Although we like to say work, family, school integration, right? Because it's always hard to find a true balance between all of those three things, but we really do strive for flexibility. Students can choose from 4 career-focused concentrations, and as you mentioned, we offer points of entry in both the fall and spring. Our program offers 4 concentrations that allow students to tailor the degree to their professional interests and career goals. Whether students are interested in data and technology, healthcare operations, aging populations, or quality and patient safety, there's an opportunity to connect the degree directly to their interests and professional advancement. We get a lot of questions. I know you answer them too, Rashida, about our practicum and capstone. The MPH culminates in 2 applied experiences, and this is during the last semester in the program. The practicum and capstone. The practicum gives students 160 hours of supervised professional experience where they apply public health skills in a real-world setting. The capstone builds on that experience through a community-based project that allows students to integrate and demonstrate the competencies they've developed throughout the program. These are examples of career paths that align with public health training, and they show just a small range of the opportunities available across community health, data, epidemiology, and even healthcare leadership. The current Bureau of Labor Statistics and Occupational Outlook Handbook show median salaries ranging from about $80,000 for community service management roles up to more than $120,000 for data science and health services management positions. The important takeaway here is that an MPH can support several different professional directions, depending on a student's concentration, experience, and career goals. Now I'll turn things back over to you, Rashida, but I'll be here to answer the questions at the end.
Of course you will. I love that about us. This is going to be fun. So the learning platform that we utilize for our students is going to be known as Canvas. So all of the work that you'll be completing will be done on this learning platform. No worries if you've never used this. You'll be able to do a free new student orientation, which would allow you to upload your portfolio as far as your picture, anything that describes you, and also to lock in and talk to your professors before classes start. But you'll get to learn the resources that you can utilize in there as well. You can actually use this Canvas portfolio as far as using it for a learning platform when it comes to your mobile devices, your computer, desktops, any of that stuff, you'll be able to use it. Now, when it comes to your grades, you're going to have to go to the desktop. But when it comes to doing projects or different things, you can utilize your iPad, your tablet, and your mobile devices to do this stuff and get it done. You'll also be able to communicate with your professors via email through there and more. So we definitely will have staff that are supportive and able to assist you if you're having technical problems, which we have a technical team that works with Canvas specifically, and we also have a technical team that works with all students on campus as well. When it comes to financial aid, we have an awesome financial aid department that works with our students. A lot of students, especially going into the grad program, are like, oh my goodness, how am I going to pay for this? No worries. You will have that support. We have specific representatives that work with our student through the graduate program. You will be able to set up an appointment with them, whether it's over the phone, email, or in person if you're in the local area. You're able to typically do your financial aid FAFSA form for the application and apply for a Stafford loan. Typically, it's up to $20,500 per educational school year for you to utilize for your classes. You'll be able to take out that loan and do what you need to. If you have any questions about that and you're watching this video, utilize this email address. You can contact the department directly and they'll be able to answer questions for you, or you can call them and they'll be happy to help you as well. When it comes to the application requirements for this program, there are several things you'll need to do. One, you do need to have a bachelor's degree to come into this program. We prefer for our students to have a 3.0 GPA. In some cases, yes, we do know that GPAs drop from the undergrad because we do have a lot of fun. So if that happens, it may be something that Dr. Watson will work with you because she is your program director and your academic advisor. So she'll be helping you with different things as far as guiding you. So she'll work with you on that level. When it comes to completing the application, it is free online for you to do. We want you to come in, so it's free. So you get that done and it's easy for you to do. You'll need to send your official transcripts to us. They cannot come from a student directly. So you will need to either go through Parchment or Clearinghouse or through the university or college that you attended and have them sent directly to us. A current resume, because we want to know where you're going, where you come from. We also need recommendation forms completed for you, which you will be able to download from the website or from me directly if I send you an email. Those will consist of it being professional. If it's professional, it'll need to come from a supervisor or a manager or a coworker. It cannot be family or friends. If you are looking to do academia, it will need to come from your academic advisor as an undergrad, or for you to do it through possibly getting it from a professor. You can definitely do that. An essay of at least 250 words on why the MPH program will be important to you and your personal and professional goals for yourself going forward. We want to know why you want to come into the program. Why is it important? And how are we able to gear this program towards you and the success that you see for yourself? So if you're ready to start, you can always click on the buttons and start the process and set up an appointment to talk to me. If you ever have any questions about this program, you can definitely reach out to Dr. Watson. She'll be happy to answer any questions, shoot you an email back if it's easier for you to talk that way. If you have any admissions questions, contact me directly using my phone number and email, and I'll be happy to answer any questions and also connect you to Dr. Watson in that time if I can't answer something. So, we always have questions, Dr. Watson, when it comes to this program. One of the biggest questions is, what is needed when it comes to the practicum? Are they supervised, unsupervised?
Sure. The practicum is a 160-hour supervised public health experience that allows students to apply what they've learned in a professional setting. Students receive support in identifying and planning an appropriate practicum experience. And in many cases, the practicum can be completed in their local community. And honestly, we have students who complete their practicum within their current organization. As long as the experience meets the program requirements and it provides an opportunity, an appropriate public health learning opportunity, we are able to make things work. And we have an amazing, I know you mentioned me as an advisor, but we also have a practicum coordinator who also serves as an advisor for students as well in the program, who works with students individually about a year in advance of their practicum to make sure that we have everything lined up and they have all the information that they need as they start to explore. So we have what we call a practicum and capstone orientation. It's a non-credit bearing course. It's really an orientation that helps students explore interests and opportunities to really guide them all the way along the way. And we start that a year in advance so that there's plenty of time for things to come together for that practicum. So we have a lot of supports in place for students. I know it's one of those very unknown things, like what's it going to be? But it's exciting in that it's an opportunity rather than, being something that's scary. So I always ask students to find that, that positive excitement about it, because that really is what it's about. And getting to work in that public health field is great. We actually have a number of alumni from our program that take our students. And we even have had opportunities for virtual practicums for students that aren't able to, right? They might not have a great opportunity in their community that relates to their interests. And that's not always possible for everyone, but I think it's important to mention that, there are a lot of different opportunities, and our practicum coordinator is just a wonderful, wonderful person at helping students find their passion and match them with opportunities that meet their goals.
Wow, that sounds awesome. So I love that. That's one thing about BayPath is we support our students through and through. Even after you're gone, we support you.
So
So
true.
that is so true, and I love that. So
Yeah.
another question, because you kind of knocked out a couple questions in one for me. So thank you for that. Students ask when they come into this program, does my undergrad degree have to be in the same industry for the public health?
No, thanks for that. No, you do not need to have a specific background in public health to enter the NPH program. Our students come from a variety of academic and professional backgrounds. The curriculum is designed to build a strong foundation in the core areas of public health. Um, it really allows you to connect, things that you've learned and your own experience to public health concepts. So there's a strong foundation there, and it isn't required. What's most important is that you have a strong interest in improving health at the population or community level.
Okay, I like that. And like I said, you knocked out a lot of questions for me. So, one other question. When it comes to it, are all the classes online?
Yes, all of our courses are online, done virtually. However, I will say that the practicum and then obviously components of the capstone, and I feel like we should talk about that next because I know we
Hmm.
get a lot of questions about it. Those do require, right, you to be working in a setting for 160 hours and being supervised. And whether that is in person or virtual, right, there does require synchronous time component for, especially for that portion. Now, in the other classes, there are always opportunities for synchronous meetings, right? We want to get to know our students, and sometimes students really want that. But we do try to make those optional. And if they occur and you're not able to attend, a synchronous meeting that a class holds, there'll be a video just like this one, right, that you can watch at a later time. So there is a lot of flexibility with that. And we love seeing students at graduation because then we get to see them face to face. And we also set up advising meetings, right? Those can be, we can, just email, but there's also opportunities to set up live video meetings so that, we get to meet and talk about things. Sometimes it's easier to have a conversation, and than to email back and forth about something. So we're open to all forms of communication. And even when you shared, my contact information earlier, I was going to say it's also okay to text me. That's
Hmm.
a number that you can text me on. And sometimes that is easier for people, right? To just like
Hmm.
ask a quick question via text. So we're really open, open to that kind of thing.
Most definitely. I love that. Okay, so can you explain what it looks like for the capstone for our students going into it?
Yes. So the capstone is really the culminating experience of the MPH program. It gives students the opportunity to bring together what they've learned across the curriculum and in their concentration, right? Because all of our students do choose a concentration. And what I forgot to mention earlier is that each of those concentrations is aligned with a graduate certificate. So students are actually graduating with an MPH and a graduate certificate in that concentration area. So it is kind of like a stackable credential that they can indicate on their resume. So the capstone is bringing together all those pieces, right? The core classes in the MPH program, but also the classes they've taken in that concentration, that graduate certificate that they're also earning just, by being in the program. And they apply those skills to a real world public health issue or need, often at their practicum site. So they complete a community based project that demonstrates their ability to integrate and apply Master of Public Health competencies. So it's really about taking knowledge and skills developed throughout the program and putting them into practice. And a lot of times those projects can be used as like exemplars for when you are applying for a job to say like, look, this is a project that I did. because it is real work experience in the field. That's what the capstone's about. It also strengthens research skills, evidence-based practice skills, and you work in a small group of students with a faculty member, right? So it's a very small class. So you get a lot of support through the capstone process.
Thank you for that. I love that. Okay. And then I like to end. What is something you would like to say to your students coming into the program?
Sure. So I think for me, I went back to school while working full time, and it is something that's important to me and the faculty in this program are to support students who are in that situation. And I feel really lucky that I had the opportunity to help design a program that is flexible. And I mentioned this earlier. Our real thing here is that work life school integration, right? We want to help you be successful and achieve your goals and advance your career. And as faculty, we can help you do that. We want to be flexible. And, so things come up. We're adults in everyday life where, you need additional support. And we're here to help you through those times while staying on track with school so that you can continue to meet your goals in life.
I love that. That is so awesome. Well, Dr. Watson, as always, it is a pleasure to work with you and go over your wonderful program that we have. And we look forward to hearing from you guys as you watch this video and start to apply. We do have a start date coming up soon for the fall semester. And if you missed that one, we do have a spring start date. So contact us. Let us know what you think. And if you have any questions, we'll definitely reach out to you. Thank you for watching.